How do you improve upon the greatest hybrid lock of NBA 2K25? You go faster with a 90 speed and agility. Upgrade all the shooting badges to gold. And of course, add 7 legend badges to your build, including glove and on-ball menace. This is how you build the ultimate defensive lock, just in time for season 2. So watch to the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of the details for this build. And if this video gets 26 likes, I'll reveal all the defensive secrets the comp community doesn't want you to know about in NBA 2K25. As always, I'm gonna give you multiple ways to make this build, and you decide what's best for you based on your playstyle. This build is called a 3-and-D2 guard, but it's anything but one-dimensional. Mine was built specifically for comp Pro M5s, but I'll give you the option for 3s play as well. Starting off with the build I made, it's going to be 6'4", 233 pounds with a 6'11 wingspan. Getting closer to that real life Frieza stature, a short, powerful king, well, technically short by its NBA standards. This powerful build can literally do anything at a high level on the court. On both versions of this build, little guards should beware because I have a 73 driving dunk with a 68 vertical. So I'm either gonna bulldoze through you on the back door with that bronze posterizer, or dunk through your swing on a rider cut with that 60 standing dunk. I have just enough dunk to get DeMar DeRozan and Luka Doncic's dunk animations, which have a lot of straight arm tomahawks, which are hard to block. The playmaking is the same on all versions too. You know the rules, 75 pass accuracy minimum, mainly so passes don't float as much. Though you do get dimer and break starter on silver. Plus you should always be using the Sabonis pass style if your pass isn't in the 90s for Halliburton or Lucas. We min-max builds with purpose and perfections over here. So we got the 73 ball handle with the 75 speed with ball, which gives me strong handles on gold with lightning launch on silver. So I can work out of the corner a little bit if need be for those late shot clock grenades. And Jason, before you write your comments saying your playmaking and finishing isn't elite, you out here weak, you might want to relax. We all know paint defense is pretty dookie right now, so most likely I'm gonna get my dunks off anyway. Plus, you're talking real tough when you just saw my weakest categories. Because everywhere else, I am completely dominant. I bet you won't call me weak when I'm out here terrorizing your guards in the proving ground with the 90 speed and agility, keeping him permanently in that 4x6 all game long. And even if you try to pick me, I'm still there. There's no escaping me because I get pick dodger on gold. Then we gonna express ship you to the sidelines with that 92 strength for legend and movable enforcer off rip. All natural. No cat breaker. No more push dribbling up the court to try to get rid of me. Get back, little buddy. You gonna have to face me in this half court 24/7 like that funk on your upper lip. I'm not even done. I told you I'm the ultimate defender for a reason. I have a 96 perimeter defense with a 95 steal. That means I get on-ball menace Hall of Fame off rip, which if you didn't know affects your bumps on the offensive players as they try to move around the court. That's stacking with the legend and movable enforcer badge, and there really is no escaping me. With my first 2 sets of cap records, I'm turning all these defensive badges into legend with a 99 steal and perimeter. I'm talking about 7 legend badges on defense: glove, interceptor, off-ball pest, on-ball menace, challenger, pick dodger, and immovable enforcer. Effortlessly legendary like Frieza with minimal effort. And guess what? I still haven't reached my max potential yet. Even if you do get past me, I still can potentially block you. That 68 block gives me high flying denier on bronze, and since it's a tier 2 badge, I can use my max +1 badge to get it to silver. Though I recommend if you're going to go against somebody going to the paint, you should probably hold the right stick up. It'll usually give you that strip animation when you attempt to go to the basket, and that triggers way more often than you would get a block, especially when you have a movable enforcer on legend. But in 5s, you'll rarely find yourself in the paint, so if you get yourself into the jam, call a rotation for your swing to stack or triangle, or even switch to get that lane pass to the paint. Hey, even Frieza needed some help sometime. We took this build to 6'4" because the shooting is OP. 6'11 wingspan gives me an 89 3 ball, which gives me patty base off rip if you're a superstar 4, with an 80 mid range just because I like even numbers. I get set shot specialist on gold and all other shooting badges on silver, including dead eye and limitless range. range. Perfect for versatility on offense with plays like overload and flare-ups. But if you want more information on what you can run, check out 2K Film Room's video. But with that max+1 badge, I can take my Deadeye to goal, which out the corner is super deadly, because shot contests are virtually non-existent on this game, especially if they put a guard on you with low challengers. Speaking of contests and shooting, can I rant for a bit? Nah, I don't want to say I told you so, but
say I told you so. Man, I told you so.
NBA 2K Labs just came out with a jump shot report confirming the Patch 2 shooting buff only increased make percentages on average 2.88% throughout the green window, which to the average 2K player is only about a 6% boost to their overall field goal percentage. So why does it feel like everyone and their mama can shoot right now? Oh, I know, it's because shooting was never the issue. In any video game, balance is important, and for the first time in years, 2K25 Patch 1 felt like the perfect balance on offense and defense. Yes, there were bugs that needed to be fixed, but the glaring issue in 2K was always the input delay. With the delay removed, shooting percentages were bound to increase because our button inputs would accurately reflect what's on screen. Now, in true 2K community fashion, the never-ending cycle of asking for change but wanting everything to remain the same continues. What was that definition of insanity again? Anyways, you put that all together and you have the 3&D 2 guard, the perfect menace to terrorize all the point guards in competitive spaces. On this build, I like to run the takeovers of Pests, which increases my agility, steal, and perimeter defense. It gives me the Vice takeover at level 5, or 3&D, which increases my 3-point perimeter defense and agility. It also gives me the Marksman badge at level 5, which makes it easier for me to shoot out the corner. Now, if you need this lock for threes and that 70 board for box out beast on silver isn't cutting it, here's how you can optimize it for threes. Lower your standing dunk to a 45 for basic two-handers, and drop your speed to an 89. Then up your defensive board to an 81 for silver rebound chaser. This ensures you're not relying on your swing to get the board every single play, especially if your swing is on the perimeter. If you're primarily playing threes, this is probably the build for you. But if you're interested in the long game, you can opt for the two-way catch and shoot threat, which is 6'4", 233 pounds with a 6'10" wingspan. The main changes that you're gonna see in this version of the lock is on the shooting. For this version, we opt for an 83 three-pointer. That gives us limitless on bronze, and if you're a grinder, this is probably the best build for you, because when you have all 15 cap breakers, you'll have 7 legend defensive badges, a 93 mid-range for all gold shooting badges, and set shot specialist on Hall of Fame before I even use a max+1 badge. I'm telling you, there's so much potential available to you when you make this lock build, but like Frieza, to reach the next level, you gotta put in the work. So what will you do? Comment below your favorite version of this ultimate lock build. But if you want the ultimate offensive weapon to combat this defensive menace, hit the link on the screen for my Ant Edwards build. And on that note, I'll see y'all in that one. Good night.